Hi, my name is Owen Bates, and my persuasion presentation topic is why I believe education should be done online. Uh, so, why online? We're in a technologically advanced era. Taking online classes is very easily accessible. A significant amount of money can be saved, and taking online classes is extremely time friendly. So why not traditional classes? Traditional classes don't take full utilization of technology. It can become very time consuming and inconvenient for many students. It can become very expensive. It's not easily accessible for many people, and it can be an uncomfortable learning environment for many students. Uh, I'll first start off by talking about the advancement of technology and how that's beneficial to taking online classes. Online activities are booming. So everything that we do as young people and even the older generations are starting to greatly utilize the ability of what we can do online, whether it's working from online, uh, communicating with family online, researching something online, to something as simple as watching YouTube videos is truly becoming a large part of our lives, which is why taking online classes should be no different, and that many students should recognize this and be open-minded to the idea of taking online classes. Uh, there are a variety of devices that can be used to access online courses, including laptops, tablets, and iPhones. Um, a variety of features are now offered online, such as video tutorials of lectures um, and top of the line communication functions for students and teachers to communicate to the fullest and make sure that they are both on the right track with what's going on. Next is accessibility. Online classes can be accessed from phones, tablets, and laptops, like I mentioned. Uh, they can be accessed from anywhere around the world at any time of the day. And the thing that lets us do this is the major breakthrough in Wi Fi technology over the past decade. This is personally important to me, especially since I'm on the RSU golf team and that we are on the road many days of the week, and that when I'm in class, I miss a lot of lectures, but taking online classes I find much easier, especially keeping up with my work and communicating with my professors on what I missed or what I have to do, and I truly find it great. Uh, so next is financial savings. Online courses cost a fraction of what traditional courses cost. Textbooks, transportation, residence, food, and facilities can cost thousands of dollars, which I know most of us can relate to. Most online classes only require an initiation fee, and large amounts of debt can cause stress and discomfort, leading to unfortunate events. Uh, Time accommodations. So there are no travel time between online classes and home. Uh, no lengthy and sometimes repetitive class lectures. Online classes are extremely flexible when it comes to time. Classes don't dictate our daily routine. And one of my personal favorites is online classwork can be done any time of the day. Next, I'll talk about the learning environment that online classes create. Students create their own learning environment. I find that important, especially since we get to do it wherever we want. We get to create the space that we want to do it in, whether we want to do 5, 10, 15, maybe an hour uh, of work. It's beneficial, especially since a lot of us are constrained with a time nowadays with busy schedules, and uh, so I find that very beneficial in not having to attend classes at certain times and having to be there for a certain amount of time. Um, Another benefit that I find is I personally find it hard to sit in class and listen to long, lengthy lectures, um, and that when listening to online tutorials, which are mostly offered in specialized online classes, not particularly this one, but a lot of online classes do offer vivid video tutorials about the material that is being taught and are actually quite good, and professors go in depth with the quality uh, um, of the material that's being taught. Um, if you miss something, You can replay it, you can pause it to make sure that you understand what is going on, and that if you want to revise something before a test, that's no problem. And I find this a great tool, especially over the past several years. Um, with all these positive things to say about online classes, one thing that is a downfall is cheating and the ability to cheat, and that the perceived stereotype of taking online classes is that it's much easier to cheat. I do agree and disagree with this. I agree that it's easier to cheat when taking online classes, especially during tests, but things such as essays and assignments can't really be cheated upon, or it wouldn't really make sense. Um, in traditional classes, you can have people write essays for you, which you can hand in, as well as assignments, which is cheating, which makes it no different than taking online classes. If taking tests online is a huge problem, and it is professors can assign students to certain testing facilities throughout the semester, maybe 2 or 3 times, to take major tests to ensure originality and honesty from that student. And Turnitin.com is a great tool to avoid plagiarism, which also happens to not be utilized as much as it should be when taking traditional ink classes. To conclude my presentation, online classes are truly the future of our education. They utilize the advancement of technology to the fullest. They are developing into virtual breakthroughs. They save time, money, and inconvenience for many people. Millions of students are enrolled and continue to be enrolled each year. They compensate for many of the things that people fear online classes wouldn't have. They give students the opportunities that they may have never had due to financial issues. They prepare students for the real world just like traditional classes do. And they are expected to soon greatly reduce the need for large education facilities and enhance the learning abilities of all students, and which is why I believe that online education is a tool that should be definitely considered for a lot of people, and that they are truly great. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I hope you learned a lot about taking online classes when considering your education.